All right, what is up everyone? We are back and you've made it to course number 45 of playing the #1 course in all 50 states. We are in Virginia. Let's get into it. All right, so funny story about this one. Virginia was supposed to be, I think, number 34, just the way I was moving up the northeast. I showed up, I got through 9 holes and the camera battery died, which is a totally normal thing. So I changed the battery, I turned it back on and just see where it left off to make sure it didn't cut anything off. Everything was gone. There was not a single thing on the card. So I was like, well, it's kind of a bummer, but I had stuff going on where I was gonna meet some friends in Washington, DC, and I didn't wanna be late for that, so I just skipped it all together. I've now finished it all and I'm working my way back. Like I was in Canada yesterday. And so we're now back. We were playing Cannon Ridge today. As far as the front nine goes, I know exactly what we're looking at. The back nine will be new to me. This is a this is a private course, just at someone's house. So we're gonna see how that goes, because a lot of times you get that private course bias. So far the front nine, as far as I remember, was pretty fun, but we're gonna get into it here. But before we do, I just wanna say thank you. If you're subscribed and you're watching this, I appreciate you guys so much. Your viewership means the world to me, Jacob, Dad, everyone at Ozark Mountain Discs. And it also helps me stay out on the road and do like stuff like this. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. We're growing and we're growing quickly. And that's all thanks to you guys watching. We appreciate you guys. We'd love for you guys to join in. All right, I think it is fair to note that I have driven just under 7 hours today. I got up like 7 o'clock this morning. It's now late afternoon. So your boy's stiff, especially for not warming up. So we're gonna see, see how this goes. All right, we are playing blue tees to long baskets. That's the longest layout here. We're doing 2 off the top, normal stroke play from there. Hole 1, 485-foot par 4. Very cool starting hole. For me, it's just gonna be like kind of a flex forehand down the hill, get it to fade out. And hopefully let's start with a birdie here. Oh, that hurt. All right, that's about how I thought that was gonna start. Ouch. Same result, got through though. It's kind of unfortunate playing this again, not because I don't want to play this again, but because off hole 1 last time, oh wow, I think my Wraith actually got kicked back to the middle, so that's kind of crazy, but I missed like a short circle 2-putt for eagle, and now I'm gonna be like scrambling to get up and down. All right, quick interruption to the video. I have an exciting announcement. The 50 State Tour buzzsaws are here. These things came out absolutely sweet. Obviously the buzzsaw, super cool. Shout out to my dad for making this stamp. If you want one, you can head over to ozarkmountaindisc.com and order one now. These discs directly help me get to those trickier states like Alaska and Hawaii, and I can't thank you guys enough for all your support you've shown, not only our channel, but our business in general. It's been so huge. So if you want one, head over to Ozark Mountain Discs again and pick one up today. Let's get back to the video. All right, one thing I can appreciate, besides the kick to the middle of the fairway, is that I've been pulling forehands, and granted, again, I just drove like 7 hours. So the fact that those were early is kind of a good sign to me. But we've got a good ways in there. I'm gonna go backhand turnover because I think it's too tight to like get a forehand down there. So I'm just gonna try backhand turnover. It's either gonna be really good or really bad. Oh, that's really good. Maybe a little short, but all right, I thought I made it through to like the last grouping of trees. I kind of bailed off to the right, but we should have easy up and down here for par. Go in. Oh, all right, this actually went like kind of a sneaky ways deep. I barely threw that. All right, hole 2 is kind of a cool one here. It's 288. You're playing up the hill and to the left. Very tough par. Like it's playing well over 300. You got to get something hyzer, like pushing hyzer that gets up the hill, and then the basket I think is even a hanging basket, or it's at least high elevated. But just got to get clean here. If you're in the fairway here, you can get a par. If you're off, then it's tough. I think that should be fine. All right, yeah, I definitely see it. We're in the middle, which is perfect. And it's funny, you'll see how uphill it is. It's crazy, but like I threw a good shot. I I can maybe jump putt and get to the basket. I don't think I have a chance of it going in though. Like this is like almost forced layup. This is what we're looking at right here. So the disc is like somewhere in that grass up there, and then basket is up there. But this is probably like 30 feet uphill, I'm guessing. All right, I would have loved to have thrown this like 10 feet further and get on the flat. But we're just gonna go a little chip forehand up there, that sign where it says next tee. If I can just get like to that or just a little past, should be good. All right, well, I definitely got there. Dang it. All right, I'm going to apologize for the breath walking uphill, but we have a very uphill putt to save par here. Oh, and I almost missed high. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, I just realized there's kind of a lot of blind tee shots here. So as far as filming goes, not super ideal. We did get a 3 there, still even. Hole 3, 363 par 3. It is just forehand through this gap. Let it crash to the right. It's sitting, there's like another, it's open down in there once you get past the trees, and then it's like back in the woods kind of. So really just got to get to the open, pitch up, take a 3, or maybe birdie. Lucky inside gap. That's definitely short, but I have no idea how it just got through there. We might have a putt, but it's definitely short. It's crazy to think that after today, we will have 5 states left. It's pretty insane that we're closing in. You know what I mean? Because like you get started, you know, and I'm on state 1, I'm on state 2. Like we're just getting started. Like, oh, this is crazy. But now it's like almost the opposite. It's like we're almost done with this thing. You know what I mean? So super crazy, super fun. This thing has taken me all over the country, and it's been a blast the whole way. All right, not a great spot in this bush, but this is definitely way better than it should have been. So I'm gonna try to go like backwards, just kind of flop shot over this. All right, well, another 3. Tell you what, this might have been the worst time of day to play. Just with the lighting and everything where the sun's at, because like usually I get out in the morning before the sun's really even up, and then I don't have to deal with lighting so much, but it's like 3:30 now. All right, par start here, which is fine. I guess it all evens out actually now that I think about it, because the first time I played this, like I guess a couple weeks ago now, I birdied 1, par 2, bogeyed this one. So, I mean, we're all square here normally. Let me get that 3 there. Hole 4, 301. This is a fun shot here. 301 down the hill. Definitely, I threw Pyro Flex forehand last time. I have since lost that disc in Pennsylvania maybe, but probably just go again, flex forehand with something stable down there. It doesn't say there's OB behind, but there's a rope and everything behind. So I'm gonna try to play it shorter and maybe get a birdie. I think we're just gonna go straighter justice on a like just soft, it's like standstill flex down there. Oh my gosh, I got so lucky. Fall. That somehow curled right around the basket, and I pulled that off the fairway. Like again, I don't even know how that got through. All right, there was definitely, it must have been shadows messing with my eyes, because I thought we were under the basket. We're like 25 or even probably pushing edge of circle. I pulled it. Swing. Ah, dang it. It's like one of those, to like the people that play baseball out there, it's like, you know, when you're batting and you're in the shade and the pitcher's in the sun and they throw the pitch and it's like you see it and then it hits the shade and it just disappears. That's basically like my eyes like see the basket, and then once it goes dark for whatever reason, it's like I lose it. I don't know. Yeah, I need to get back into the open or something. This lighting stinks. All right, hole 5, 302. I played this one wrong last time. There's a short basket that is straight away, which I don't know why, because it's very clearly not 302 feet. The basket is actually tucked up and to the right, sitting on a hill. Pretty tough to access, but it's just gonna be forehand, probably go ahead and, I don't know, I might throw a fairway. I might just go ahead and throw a distance driver. I don't know. And try to get up there. It's pretty good, actually. Get up. Just kidding. I clubbed up. That was the Halo Destroyer. Granted, I didn't throw it as hard as I could because a lot of times when I throw uphill, I just burn it over. That's probably still 30 short at least. It feels weird to head home after this one. I got a long drive. It's like 16 hours. I'm going to break it up into a couple days so I can not have to marathon it because that's pretty ridiculous. But because I've been out on the road for right at a month or maybe a little over at this point, and I've been everywhere in the Northeast. It's been so cool, but it does feel weird to go home now. All right, so backhand turnover is definitely the line. I don't think you'll see this. I'm just gonna go zone because that's what I picked up, but like spike backhand almost, because there's no way to go straight at it. It's actually pretty good. All right, we're gonna break the seal here eventually. You just gotta give me a second. This is a good opportunity. Hole 6, 258, straight shot. You can go forehand, you can go backhand. Gotta keep it in the fairway at the very least. You know, even if I'm short, even if I'm way long, gotta be in the fairway, because if you kick off, it's like kind of downish in a little ditch over here, and then it's just way downhill on the right side. So whatever stays clean. It's pretty good. Go. A little short, maybe 15, 20 again. We're living there. I will say something to mention about this course is that it is a private course, yes. I think it's the only private course I've played so far that wasn't pay to play. This is a totally free course. You just have to contact the guy. It's not even like scheduling, like it's super difficult. Like you literally just have to, like I just texted and said, hey, I'm coming at 3 today. They said, okay, great. And that's it. So pretty cool when you think about it. I mean, most of the time, like I totally understand like pay to play private courses because like they own this land, they got to make money on the land. But shout out Doug for being free to play. Oh, barely squeaked it over. Kind of thought that was short the whole way, but I'll take it. Okay, we took the lid off here. 1 down through 6, hole 7, 252. You can see, probably see the short basket. The long basket is just playing a little ways longer. Checks out. I think I remember throwing forehand on this hole last time, and it wasn't very good. So I might try backhand turnover this time. But actually, I don't know, because I don't want it to not turn and then fall all the way down the hill, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think might as well play it safe, because it wasn't birdie, but if it doesn't turn, then it's Dunyan rings, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go forehand justice, straighter justice, just try to hit it flat. I'm trying to ace the short basket and just hope I go past it, basically. Go in. Oh my gosh. I think I went past the short basket. I thought I was gonna ace that. Still no official ace for the 50 state videos, and we are kind of getting down to the wire. So I'd love to get one. I technically got the Malita, but it was like, it was a 199 or 189 foot hole. I threw the Rin first, had a birdie there, and then I was like, all right, let's just try to ace it. Threw like all my putters, missed everything, and then I threw the Malita, splashed it. So that was cool, but doesn't really count. All right, this worked out fine actually. I kind of just split the difference between the short basket and the long basket. I'm almost like directly in between. Long putt here, but it is a look. So I'd love to ring one up from deeper. Go. Oh, definitely thought that was gonna get there. All right, this is actually a pretty tough hole. Hole 8, we're looking at 388 foot par 4. Basically, you're playing like to the short basket up there, and then it's straight to the right, kind of peninsula-ish. There's a pond up this hill, and over the hill, there's a pond. So you definitely do not want to be right in any aspect. So we play up to that basket, play over, maybe get a birdie. All right, I think we're gonna sacrifice this guy just in case. I do not want to lose the Gorgon because that's like my go-to driver right now. So This guy should do the trick, maybe. Get down, please. All right, that's actually almost exactly where I was last time. All right, fortunate because I'm inbounds, unfortunate because had I thrown the Gorgon like that, it probably would have turned more and got up higher. So, you know, we'll take it. But I think I could have been good with the Gorgon. All right, you will 100% not see this, unfortunately. Kind of a cool angle maybe, except for my head's cut off. But play up, I can either go straight at it or kind of hyzer around the trees. Whoa, I don't really know what I want to do here. I think we're just gonna go hyzer. I really don't want to lose my zone though. Little short, definitely conservative play there. All right, depth perception, pretty bad from back there. We are parked. All right, it's kind of funny thinking back about it. I was 2 down at this point last time. This was like literally on this tee pad was where the camera just got rid of everything for some reason. So on pace as I was last time, so I'll take that. Hole 9, 381 par 3. Really straight, probably gonna be a forehand because it's up and to the right. It actually looks relatively straight, but I still think forehand as far as hitting that gap goes is my best bet. Yeah, I actually didn't finish this hole out, so I don't really know where the basket is actually at. All over that and we're just fine. Okay, we skipped to a basket, but I do not think that's it because that looks really close. All right, I just figured out my forehand problems too. I've been like pulling everything. Like if I'm throwing forehand, everything's coming left typically. But I just figured it out and I had to actively do it there, but I threw it straight. My arm is coming through before my front foot is finished planting. So everything is already falling that way before I've even like had that plant foot. So I actually planted that front foot this time, then threw, and my body just followed that line. Easy fix, but for whatever reason, I was lost on it. For some reason, it took me forever to find this. Definitely just a layup situation here because there's downhill behind the basket. Not trying to mess with that. So we're just gonna get a little right there. Low key, if I threw that higher, it might have gone in. All right, we are officially in new territory here. Hole 10, like I said, like 289 or 299 or something. It is like a crazy short spike hyzer. Plays way downhill. I can see it down there actually. It's got to go a long ways. From like a camera's perspective, not ideal course because it's like blind shots all the time. But as far as playing, it's actually pretty fun. I think I'm gonna go mid and just hope it's enough. I think that's the basket down there. Yeah, if I'm looking at it right, this basket is like crazy tucked. It's actually pretty good if it doesn't hit anything. All right, we did hit something. I don't know where it's at. So this course is fun, don't get me wrong, but that's one of the things like I'm not a super huge fan of now that I think about it is a bunch of blind tee shots. Because a lot of times it's like, you throw it where you think it's good, you could be like, oh, I peered that line, and you get down there and it's nowhere close. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot of, if you play this course a ton, you might know, oh, that's a good shot or that's a bad shot, but it's like, it's very difficult to throw consistently well when you're really just guessing, you're throwing what you think is good and hoping it gets down far enough for a good look. You know what I mean? So that's my only like thing with this so far. All right, this is another thing that I'm not a huge fan of with the blind tee shots is I'm like minute 3 of looking for this thing, but I genuinely have no idea where it's at because like you throw it down and it disappears. I couldn't see it off the tee once it gets down the hill far enough. So I don't even know, it hit something, but I don't know what it hit. I don't know if it's deep or if it's short. So now it's just, I'm looking for an Easter egg now. All right, well, gonna give myself a par because I can't find it. I started looking for that disc at 410. It is now 426. So, I gave it a good 16 minutes. I walked basically like I was mowing lawn, just back and forth all the way around the fairway, if that's what you want to call it. Nothing. So that's fun. That's another point down for blind tee shots that like, I hit the middle gap Obviously it was a little early. Disc is gone. So we have another blind tee shot, because why not? Hole 11, 331. It is a par 4 though, so that helps, I guess. Looks like we're playing up and to the left some. Just get on top would be ideal, and go from there. If someone finds that disc, I would actually really want it back. I believe my name and number is on it if you want to text me, or if you watch this video and you were the one that found it, please let me know, because I really want that one back. That's like pretty unfortunate. All right, we're just losing discs left and right. I think, gosh, I don't know what hole it was. I was in between like the zone and the Rin. I set the Rin down, I never picked it up. Man. All right, hole 12, 458, par 3. Looking down into the right, it appears you can see a short basket. Can't see the long basket, which I guess at this point I should have guessed that. I kind of like trail right here on the hyzer. You just have to get through these trees. If you get through that line, you should have an easy up and down, I think. Get through everything. Oh, that was almost perfect. Yeah, that's a pretty tough shot actually. You got to get low enough, but high enough to get under the trees, but over the hill, and maybe get some kind of skip. We're just down there. I have $90. I'm gonna hit this flagpole right here. Oh, sweet. Sit, please. Oh my days, that was so deep. I think I was so focused on like low-key trying to hit it that one time. Oh. All right, my depth perception is evidently trash, because these are both like, give it 70 deep. This is like mid circle 2 right here. Go. Oh my gosh, let's go. All right. Oh, I just dodged the world's biggest spider web. All right, we have another blind tee shot, 294 feet, par 3. Up and to the left, I have no idea where the basket's at. And I just hope it's the distance. All right, I kind of had the line, but it's just, again, it's one of those, you're just guessing the whole time. Hole 1, you can see. Hole 2, unless you have big power, you can't really get up there. So like that should be a par. Hole 3, you're guessing. 4 is good. 5 is good. 6 is good. 7's good. 8 is a par 4. You're kind of guessing on that first tee shot, sort of, not really. Hole 9. 9, you can't see the basket. 10, you definitely can't see the basket. 11, you can't see the basket. 12, you can't see the basket. 13, now you can't see the basket. So if you play this course all the time, I could see how this would be fine, because like you just know where the basket's at. But like to a new person, like it definitely is pretty, I don't want to say unfun, because I'm having a good time, but it's like, it's hard to enjoy when you're just guessing. And I'd like, you could make the argument like, oh, I could just walk, you know, and find the basket. And I do that sometimes, but I don't want to have to do that on every single hole. You know what I mean? So there's that, just that piece of information. Like all that to say, if I ever played this course again, I would play the shorts, easy. And it's not even because the holes are shorter and easier, it's just based on the fact that like, I would be able to see the basket. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say it this time, but I did have to go walk and find the basket. But it's just 349, par 3. Basically just throw a forehand flat and it should hyzer to the basket. No, definitely not actually. All right, yeah, no, that's like 100 feet left. I definitely could have thrown a better shot there. Higher, I think it's a little better, but still, the fact that from the tee pad, you're guessing. I'll stop mentioning it, but because I guess you guys probably already know where I'm going with it, but yeah. All right, I threw the line I wanted to throw, so you can't get too mad at that. Higher, I think we're closer. So that's really was the only issue there. Oh, I didn't say anything because I thought that was going in. All right, it's funny, you really can't make this up. Hole, what are we on here? 651, longest hole we've played so far. I can see the basket. Par 4, it's sitting like right in that clump of trees, so you just throw a big shot into the yard, second shot up and in. Should be a birdie. Yeah, it's just fine. All right, I don't know how this works. I just realized I'm on hole 15 already. I've been playing for like, well, probably an hour and a half with the, 15, 16 minutes of looking for that disc over there. So I'm actually kind of burning through this course pretty quickly. Get down, please. Yeah. All right, I'm kind of in shambles. M1 gone. Rin was gone, just got it back. But my Pink Justice, my Huck Lab one, is not in my bag, and I have not thrown it today. I've gone through every hole, like however many times, to figure out shot for shot what I've thrown. I don't think I haven't thrown it today, which means, unfortunately, it's in Canada. So I will probably never see that disc again, which stinks really bad. But we move on. Hole 16, 336 par 3, straight away there in the trees. Pretty cut and dry. I think we're just gonna nice clean forehand at it. I'm going FX2. Don't know if it's gonna be enough, but we're gonna try. Go. Yeah, that was definitely enough. I genuinely have no idea where that Justice is at. I've gone through the entire thing, shot for shot. I have not thrown it today. And it's funny because like I usually go for the pink one first, and that's where like I was confused. I threw the orange one first last time because it's a little tailwindy, so I just want to go less stable. But then yeah, once I put it back in my bag, I was like, oh, where's the pink one? And I was like, where is the pink one? So I don't know. I have another one in the back of the van, so it's really not that big of a deal, but just unfortunate just leaving them out here, you know what I mean? Granted, I think that one's in Canada. All right, that's exactly how I lost my Rin. I just pulled my putter out, that Rin fell out with it. Gotta make sure I pick that up. We got a birdie there. I think we're like 4 down now or something like that. 4 down, we have 2 more, 17, 18 here. Hole 17, 501 par 4. You just go hyzer either side of the tree. If you get past that, you have a pretty simple up and down for birdie. Beat that tree. Whoa. Okay, I think that might be deceiving, but I feel like I'm putting. I'm either a heck of a lot shorter than I think I am, or this hole is not 501 feet, maybe 401 or something. All right, I was wrong. Technically, this is hole 17. We're going back there. So yeah, this is probably right at 400, I would guess, maybe. Swing over, please. I think that's fine. All right, this did not go as far as I thought, my approach, but we're probably, again, I love living in that 20-foot range. Wow. All right, this is it. Hole 18 is playing back up to the house, 529-foot par 4. Just throw out, if you can beat all these trees, great, and then it's sitting kind of tucked underneath a couple trees up and to the left. But first things first, we got a Mando here too, so gotta beat that left tree. Should be all right. Get around everything. In that tree. We broke through. I don't know, this still should be an up and down. All right, pretty straightforward here. I'm gonna give it a little run, why not? It's gonna be short, what a good line though. Harder, and we did it. Birdie though. All right, nothing like a little drop-in bird finish. So back to the van. All right, that is it for Cannon Ridge. First things first though, two guys that were playing behind me, they found my Ren and they found my M1. So those guys are absolute legends, by the way. I didn't ask their names, but if they watch this, I appreciate you guys a ton because I spent probably more money than I should have on that disc a long time ago when I was like a full Prodigy bag. So glad I got that back. Pink Justice, gone. Literally couldn't even guess where that disc is at. So I'll replace it. We're fine there. They found the Ren as well. I forgot that. I think I said that, but they found the Ren as well. So those guys just picking up after me, but shout out to them. We're gonna move on. First things first, course name, Cannon Ridge. Great name, super cool name. I actually really like that. Arguably the best part about this course, but I gave that an 8.4 rating there. All right, up next is the accessibility. Like I said earlier in the video, free to play course, which is huge for a private course because typically you're gonna pay $5–10 to play, if not more in some cases. So free to play, you just have to contact them. So I gave it an 8.3 because you technically still, like, he could not allow someone on his land for whatever reason. He really doesn't need an excuse for that, but it is free. So there is that. Obviously, I'm guessing holidays and things like that, or weather dependent, whatever, he may not let people out here. So there's just something to note there. Next up is the quality of the course. The best way I can explain this is that if this was my backyard, this would be awesome. You know what I mean? But it's not. And as far as I'm comparing it to other #1 courses, it definitely has that private course, you know, the notes of private course bias in it. You know what I mean? Where I think because it's at this guy's house, private course, he's done all the work. And that's the thing. It's like, I can appreciate him. This is all his money, I'm guessing, has gone into this course. So like he's paying for everything, maintaining, whatever, you know, so I can appreciate that. But as far as the layout goes, just, it's really tough. And I feel like this could have gotten a different score had I not played, you know, like right after this, basically played Maple Hill, played Fox Run, played Brewster Ridge. Like I played these high level pro tour courses for the #1, you know what I mean? So I gave it 8.1 for quality of the course, but that goes into the layout. Plus there were like roots everywhere. I don't know how many times I like stubbed my toe on some random root in the ground. And I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. Realistically, I don't know, but that happened like almost every single hole. All right, and then lastly, my overall enjoyment. It was a very up and down round. It was fun to start. Then I lost a couple discs. I got kind of frustrated at myself for losing them, but the layout wasn't like crazy enjoyable. It was fun because it's new, but like the way those two guys were also talking as well, it's like they'd make the drive to Lynchburg, same as me, would make the drive to Lynchburg to play like and be a tourist and play the foundation like courses, you know what I mean? Then come back here and play this. So I gave it 8.1 because it was fun, but I don't see myself coming back to play this course, you know what I mean? So there's that. But again, I'm not dogging the course or anything. This is a great course. If this was in my own backyard, I would be incredibly happy. So that's all I've got for you today. I'll get the average of scores right now, actually. We are looking at an 8.225. Definitely on like that lower, upper lower half. I'll put them all up on the screen so you can see them where they all stack up. But we're closing in. We have Arizona, we have Idaho, Missouri, Alaska, Hawaii. We have 5 left. Unreal, the progress we've made on this, and that's all thanks to you guys. If you're subscribed and watching, I appreciate you guys a lot. You guys, again, are the reason I'm able to continue to do this, and this is what I love doing. Super exciting, super fun to have this opportunity. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. We have a lot of stuff in the works. These, I mean, you can go back and watch the old ones, but we really only have 5 more weeks of this. So obviously follow along the rest of the way, but we do have older videos if you want to go watch those as well. But that is it. Ozark Mountain Discs to the moon.